Welcome back to Wheel Reverend, your pit stop for everything on two wheels. Today, we're diving deep into a brand new release that's been stirring excitement in the scooter world at the 2025 Suzuki Burgman 180. Suzuki has long been a favorite when it comes to premium scooters, and with this latest offering, they're stepping up to fill a very specific need in the urban commuting space. Let's break down everything you need to know about the Burgman 180A, what makes it special, how it performs, and most importantly, is it worth your money? Now, before we jump into features and specs, let's set the stage. The Burgman series has always been about blending comfort with practicality. From the smaller 125 to the mighty 400, Suzuki's focus has been clear: give riders a comfortable, powerful ride in a maxi-scooter format. With urban traffic only getting crazier, they've slotted the Burgman 180 right between the 125cc and the larger displacement siblings, targeting those who want that extra punch of power, but don't necessarily want a full-sized maxi-scooter. So, let's get straight to the heart of it. The engine powering the Burgman 180 is a 175cc, single-cylinder, liquid-cooled engine, putting out around 17 horsepower and 16.5 newton-meters of torque. Those numbers might not scream superbike territory, but remember, this is a scooter meant for real-world, daily riding. And in that world, this engine hits a sweet spot: smooth acceleration, ample torque for overtakes, and crucially, enough grunt to keep you comfortable even on faster city expressways or light highway stretches. Suzuki has focused on refinement here, not just outright speed. Twist the throttle, and you'll notice how linear and calm the power delivery is. There's none of that aggressive lurch you might get from smaller scooters struggling at higher speeds. Instead, the Burgman 180 builds speed steadily and confidently, ideal for weaving through traffic or cruising comfortably at around 80 to 100 kilometers per hour. Top speed, you're looking at around 115 kilometers per hour, give or take, depending on rider weight and road conditions. But what truly stands out is the refinement. The engine is quiet, vibrations are minimal, and thanks to the liquid cooling, the temperature management is excellent, a major plus for those stuck in slow-moving urban traffic. Moving on to the chassis and ride comfort, Suzuki hasn't disappointed here either. The Burgman 180 comes with a strong underbone frame that's been slightly tweaked for additional rigidity compared to the 125, and that translates into better stability at speed. The telescopic front forks and twin shock absorbers at the rear soak up bumps efficiently, keeping both rider and pillion comfortable. The scooter rides on 13-inch front and rear alloy wheels, offering a good balance between urban agility and stability on rougher surfaces. Braking duties are handled by disc brakes at both ends, supported by a dual-channel ABS system as standard, something we're happy to see in this segment. Brake feel is progressive, offering enough bite to make sudden stops feel controlled without skidding or drama. And now let's talk about design. Suzuki knows that premium scooters need to look the part, and the Burgman 180 definitely delivers. It's got that unmistakable maxi-scooter silhouette, a wide, muscular front apron, neatly integrated LED DRLs, and a tall windscreen that doesn't just look good but also provides genuine wind protection at higher speeds. The overall lines are smooth yet aggressive, giving it a proper road presence. The instrument cluster on this new Burgman is an all-digital LCD unit, crisp, backlit for night rides, and fully loaded with all the necessary information: speed, RPM, fuel gauge, trip meters, a clock, and even a handy battery voltage readout are all present. One of the standout features here is Suzuki's Eco Assist illumination, which changes color depending on your riding efficiency, helping riders maximize fuel economy. A small but thoughtful addition for daily riders. Storage is another strong point. Under the seat, you get around 21.5 liters of space, enough for a medium-sized helmet or a bag of groceries. Plus, you get a pair of front glove boxes, one of which is lockable and comes with a USB charging socket for your devices. Suzuki clearly had practicality in mind when designing this scooter, making sure that it works not just for quick city hops but also for longer daily commutes. In terms of ergonomics, The riding position is typical Burgman: a wide, cushy seat with generous under-thigh support, relaxed handlebar reach, and plenty of legroom. Even taller riders won't find their knees cramped. And pillion comfort is equally good, thanks to a broad rear seat and integrated grub handles. Fuel efficiency is another area where Suzuki has put in some effort. You can expect an average mileage of around 45 to 50 kilometers per liter under mixed riding conditions, which is impressive considering the power bump over the 125cc class. For those with longer daily commutes or even intercity jaunts, that's going to translate to fewer fuel stops and more convenience overall. What about tech features? Well, aside from the all-digital console and USB charger, Suzuki has also included keyless ignition in select variants, adding to the premium feel. Additionally, the inclusion of Suzuki Ride Connect, their smartphone connectivity suite, means you can sync your phone to receive call alerts, SMS notifications, and even turn-by-turn navigation right on the display. A very handy touch for the modern commuter. Alright, so we've covered performance, ride quality, design, and tech. But how much is this going to set you back? Suzuki has priced the Burgman 180 quite competitively. The ex-showroom price in India is expected to be around a superscript 11.35 lakh to a superscript 11.45 lakh, depending on the variant. That puts it right in the territory of premium 150cc scooters but with added performance, comfort, and features. And if we're talking global markets, pricing is equally competitive against models like the Yamaha Max 155 or the Honda PCX 160. So why should someone choose the Burgman 180 over the competition? The key selling points here are comfort, refinement, and practicality. Suzuki has managed to bring the essence of a maxi-scooter into a format that's perfectly usable for everyday riding in congested cities, without compromising on the premium appeal. It looks the part, it rides beautifully, it's efficient, and with features like smartphone connectivity and keyless ignition, it stays in step with modern expectations. Of course, it's not without competition. Riders looking purely for outright sportiness might still lean towards offerings like the approx 155 from Yamaha, but for those prioritizing comfort, space, smoothness, and a more relaxed riding experience, the Burgman 180 is likely to tick all the right boxes. To wrap it all up, the 2025 Suzuki Burgman 180 is not just an evolution of Suzuki's popular scooter range. It's a smart, well-rounded upgrade for those wanting more power than the 125cc class offers, but without the size, weight, or expense of a full-fledged maxi-scooter. If you're a city commuter who occasionally hits the highway, someone who values premium comfort, or simply want a scooter that looks and feels a cut above the rest, this one's worth a serious look. That's it for today's review here on Wheel Reverend. Let us know in the comments what you think about the new Burgman 180. Is this the perfect upgrade for your daily ride? Or are you waiting for something else? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more in-depth reviews and two-wheeled adventures. Until next time, ride safe, and keep the wheels turning.